from Local 3 Sports. This is Friday Night Football with Ben Bobick, Samantha Casano, and Greg Glover.
Friday Night Football is brought to you by Food City. Nobody does food like Food City. And Sonic. Sonic.
And now, Friday Night Football.
Week 2 of Friday Night Football was almost too hot to handle. And just when you thought the temperatures outside were steamy, wait until you see what we have on tap for you, because there is nothing hotter than Friday Night Football on Local 3. First game jitters out the window. We're knocking on the door of September football, and we have 3 words for you. Let us in. Nothing left to do but follow the buzzards to our game of the week.
It's time for the Friday Night Football Game of the Week, sponsored by Warren & Griffin, your local 5-star law firm, supporting high school football for decades in Chattanooga and North Georgia.
When you live in an area like Chattanooga, games across state lines should be the norm. Point blank, period. So when we do get one early in the season, it absolutely deserves our prime time billing. And no bigger name on the FNF marquee than sports reporter Samantha Casano, who joins us live from Trenton, Georgia, from our game of the week, Dade County hosting Marion County. Take it away, Samantha.
Hey Ben, when you look at the final score of this game, you're not going to believe me when I say this was one of the most exciting high school football games I have ever seen. To put it lightly, the first half was boring, but the second half was an absolutely thrilling nail-biter, kind of stating the obvious here, but only one team could come out on top. Let's show you some highlights from our Week 2 Game of the Week. Dade County with their first home game of the season. It's a quiet first half. Marion County with a 3-0 lead right before the break. But Bryson Schrader sends a perfect pass to Caleb Massey. He runs it into the end zone as the Wolverines head into the locker room up by 3. And they start the second half with an explosive play. Demetrius Walker returns the kickoff all the way to the 10-yard line. The bad news is Dade County ends up with nothing to show for it. Third quarter Warriors trying to go back in front. Looks like they're going for a field goal, but Luke Tipton just takes it and runs with it. He's surrounded by Wolverines. No problem. He's just going to do a full acrobatic layout into the end zone. Simone Biles, you've got some competition, girl. Marion County regains a 10-6 lead. Clock ticking in the fourth. Dade County with the ball off the snap. Landon Williams connects with Braden Jones for the go-ahead score, but the touchdown is walked back due to penalties. The Warriors defense toughens up in the most crucial part of the game. Marion County avenges last year's shutout loss with a 4-point win.
I do. Stay on the trampoline, diving boards, all that stuff. But usually when we have a bad snap, we'll throw it. But then it came to instinct just to run. I saw the safety running down, and I knew he would have hit me if I didn't jump. So I tried to jump over him, and it just happened.
Being older, being stronger, this game can't do nothing but make us better. I think it will moving forward. We needed a game like this to get to where we're trying to go. And I think we got a lot of answers we had question marks about today.
You never know when those trampolines and diving boards are going to come in handy, right? Marion County moves to 2-0 on the season. Week 2 last year was when things started to crumble for the Warriors, so this was a very monumental, very important win for that team. For now, live at Dade County High School, Samantha Casano, Local 3 Sports.
Man, I see stuff like that happen. I just have to keep bouncing my legs because, you know, the trampoline stuff, it's like, my ankles are intact. We're going to keep it that way. And Dade County, Marion County weren't the only two daring to play a team from another state. A 2022 Game of the Week selection in Heritage and East Hamilton decided to run it back in 23. This time we take things south to the Taj. And not only do they have smoke again for this entrance, dude has some sort of chain on. They get wild down in Heritage, man. And tell you what, we love it. It just seems they always have these stout linebackers causing havoc, and Andrew Moore gets the pick. Look, I got the ball. Generals cash in on some easy money here. Brody James untouched for 6, and Heritage learned their lesson from last week. Hey, they're starting fast in this one. Canes getting something going on offense. Now they love this against the grain play. Trey Crawford to Kyrese Willis for a solid gainer again. But this Generals defense, no joke tonight. James with a pick 6, a TD on offense, and now a TD on defense. No storm alert weather day at Heritage tonight. They tame this hurricane. Generals win 28-23 for their first dub of 2023. Notre Dame under the lights at home tonight hosting Signal Mountain. Both teams looking to prove their worth, and this was an aerial attack from both squads. Eagles flying early. Cash King to Christian Thompson for a big chunk. Now it's Notre Dame's turn. Cooper Campbell out to Justin Baker behind a slew of blockers, and he turns on some burners. Very good pickup for the Irish. Someone's got to score, right? Of course, Campbell poised in the pocket. A strike to take. Carter in stride. Tate with a touchdown. The Fighting Irish all over the Signal Mountain Eagles tonight. They get the dub. You might not see the score, but they won. Let's kick it to David Stanton Field. The CCS Chargers hosting Central, and the Chargers have some help running onto the field by some kindergartners who were clearly fired up for this one. So we're the Purple Pounders defense. Look at this speed off the edge by Daniel Bell. Rings Gavin Berger's bell. This ruled an incomplete pass, luckily, for CCS. Chargers didn't blink, though. Okay, we tried passing. Let's just run it. And run it they will. Darrell Brown untouched. He says, that was so easy, I just don't even want to celebrate. CCS on top. Chargers decided to go back to the pass game. Berger to Dre Martin. But look at this block from Jermaine Stinson. Boom! Frees Martin to the end zone. Football, a team game, baby, and a big team win for the CCS Chargers for their first dub of the season. 54-6 over Chattanooga Central. Let's go to the scoreboards here now. Baylor, we showed you that earlier. Winners over across the pond, 42-7. Now these games being pushed back. A lot of these scores aren't final, so 7-7 Bledsoe and Cumberland County in the fourth. Bradley Central, 40-7 winners over Tyner. Boyd Buchanan, 31-0 over Brainerd. Cleveland, big winners tonight, 25-10 over McMinn County. Grundy County up 7 over Huntland in the fourth quarter as we speak. Meigs County looking like they're going to close that out. They're up in the fourth. And Lookout Valley gets a win over Mount Juliet Christian. McCauley winners over Woodward Academy at Finley Stadium tonight. McMinn Central wins 44-7. Walker Valley shuts out Polk County. And a great game up in Evansville. Ray County 28, Red Bank 21.
Here's your pick for the Friday Night Football Play of the Week, brought to you by Center for Sports Medicine. We keep players in the game.
Our Week 1 Play of the Week belongs to McMinn County's Ethan Faulkner, who brought it around town, all the way to pay dirt. We had nearly 400 votes this week. We cannot thank you enough for your help. Let's top it next week, huh? But until then, congrats to Ethan Faulkner in the Cherokees. And now we're dipping back down into North Georgia for a Whitfield County matchup that has been all that and more the last 2 seasons, plus more highlights, fans, cheerleaders, and bands. You know where the place to be is, right here on Local 3. Welcome back. The last 2 times Quella Creek and Northwest Whitfield met on the gridiron, they were some must-see affairs. A 3-overtime thriller won by the Colts in 21, and a 4-point victory for the Bruins just last fall. No reason not to keep the good times rolling for us fans in 2023. And listen, man, you may think your prom date was a dime piece, but it was nothing compared to this dime. From Chase Ward to Nate Tilley, what a connection. Colts in major business. And when you throw a pass that nice, you might as well get the glory yourself. Ward powering in to put Quella Creek on top. Colts on offense again. Ward with the pump fake, but says, Caden Ramsey says, let me talk to you. What an athletic display by Caden Ramsey. You dog, you tips it to himself. Bruins in business again, and then Gavin Knuckles goes to work. The national media would drool over this kid for keeping his eyes downfield. A good thing he did, because he finds a wide open Hudson Gray. Northwest just feeling themselves now. Bruins pouring it on. Knuckles finds Austin Cooley, and he picks up some yak and a score. Northwest Whitfield 2-0 in convincing fashion. 43-7 over Quella Creek at home. Let's get north, because if you ain't from Saudi, would you just say nobody? Trojans hosting the Ottawa Owls in non-region action. We had an opening kickoff TD last week, and some said, that's all we're going to get this season. They ain't ready. We can't be that lucky twice. Well, Josh Davis had other plans. A complete reverse of the field. He can go almost all the way. Down at the 1 is Davis. What a start for Ottawa. Made it this far, might as well score, right? CJ Carter fires it in as the Owls are hooting up in Saudi Daisy early after halftime. And when the sun goes down, the Trojans are feeling all right. Now the old QB keeper never fails. Tucker Ross, somewhere in there, across the goal line. Saudi Daisy not done there. Gage Welch gets free, and the Trojans open up. Robbie T with a victory, 20-13 over Ottawa. Now we go to Reggie White Field, where it's the first ever meeting between the Howard Hustlin Tigers and Chattanooga Prep Sentinels on the gridiron. And here's our first one of the year, folks. Special teams matters. A flub snap and chat prep all over. Doesn't matter since it was 4th down, Sentinels and business. And get a load of this one. 4th down, the pitch to Marquise Gardner. Gardner has speed and shiftiness, but he doesn't have the ball anymore. Then he does. He fumbles it forward, falls on it back in the end zone. Listen, man, doesn't matter how. The point is, you scored, brother, and we can't go to Reggie White Field without us showing Howard sack, right? Just as it doesn't feel right. Jerron Bell all over the QB. Chattanooga Prep was up 14-6 at half. We assume they win. We don't know. That was one of those late starts for us. Let's go to the scoreboards again. We have Sale Creek shutting out Jackson County 35-0. Silverdale squeaks it out over Good Pasture 20-14. I believe that was an overtime too. South Pittsburgh up 28-7 on Franklin County. And Whitwell 15-12 over Greenback. Calhoun up 40-12 over Carver. Temple 41-13 over Christian Heritage. Listen, I messed up, guys. Sonoraville and Dalton don't play until next week. I was just excited. So now you know they play next week. Southeast Whitfield 19-16 winners. Tryon shuts out Lafette 28-0.
Catch all of the fun on Fan Cam, sponsored by Arby's. We have the meats.
Superman, all I want is you. Like that song, I want you. Like that song, I want you.
It's time for the Friday Night Football Band of the Week with Greg Glover, sponsored by Armor Exteriors, your locally owned, not locally franchised exterior remodeling experts.
Her makeup's not running. What's your name?
Aria Shepherd.
Aria is the drum major. She's a senior. You're going to enjoy this year. What are we getting ready to hear?
We're about to get ready for the halftime show. Y'all need to come out, show the band some love.
That's right. Land of a Thousand Dances is next. Ooltewah, the Owls, the marching band is your Band of the Week.
Cross-state games has taken a front seat in this week's show, but that doesn't mean we forgot about some quality cross-county games. Take this one, for example. Sequatchie County coming into the big city to take on East Ridge in a great non-region contest for both squads early in the year. To Raymond James Stadium we go, not the one in Tampa, the good one in East Ridge. Pioneers and Indians, and my goodness, does Sequatchie County have a legend for a kicker. Willie Machado boots it through. I mean, he kicked that back to Dunlap. Indians moving the ball again. Sam Evans rolling to his left. Look at this throw against his body, chucks it up to Braylon Long, and Long comes down with it at the goal line. He won 6, and he'll get it. What a throw and catch from Evans to Long. Evans wasn't done there either. Vintage throw, one up to your receiver, and let him make a play. Gowan Brown goes over 2 defenders, pulls in the touchdown. Sequatchie County going to come home with the victory, though, 59-24. How about some more North Georgia action here now? LFO hosting Murray County. Nice little non-region game for both. Indians with the ball, and Isaac Michelena toting the rock here, and he finds some creases here and there, but check out Peyton Simpson of LFO. Bullies that ball away from him, takes it away. Warriors ball. What a football guy Peyton Simpson is. That's just pure will. LFO cashing it in now. Trey Lewis moving and grooving. Murray County defense for a touchdown, and that's the Warriors, puts them on top up in 4-0. How about the Indians? Or how about this now on offense? Judah Woodall goes up top to Parker Hawkins. Ball Hawkins right there. How about that for the Murray County Indians? But it's LFO, I believe, would be the winners in that one tonight. So listen, there are those around the nation that say, wow, you guys play high school football in August. Yeah, we do, because it only makes what's even better next. Next is September 1st. We'll see you then. Have a lovely, lovely weekend, everybody.
Friday Night Football is brought to you by Food City and Sonic Drive-In. We thank the Chattanooga area Arby's for feeding our Friday Night Football team. Arby's, we have the meats.